Hey guys, it's Oluvids, and today is another edition of One Heartfelt Moment, and today we're going to be talking about Namine. So for One Heartfelt Moment, I basically ask all of you what your favorite scene or moment is from said character from Kingdom Hearts, and you guys tell me, and then at the end I go through all of them and I tell you mine. Got a couple responses. I'm going to be starting off with Twitter since we got less there. First we got Kappa Ranger, and he says, seriously, the scene with her and Roxas speaking in the White Room when she assures him that he won't disappear in jest. When her and Kairi do their silky little run down to escape the castle, it's cute that they hold hands. And yeah, so just to do the joke one first, the way they were just running down the stairs, like it was like the most stereotypical. Like Namor looked up, how do girls run? And he's just like, all right, let's make them hold hands, have their hands up while they're running, and you know, it's just funny to look at. It's just them running in silence too. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of a funny scene. Serious response, yeah, with her and Roxas. I actually spoke about her and Roxas in the Roxas video. I spoke about their scenes together. It's really good stuff. So it's like basically Namine's trying to tell him the truth, what Roxas is trying to find out, the answers to what's going on in this weird town, because in the data world, Roxas has no idea what's going on, and you know, Namine's trying to tell him, hey, we're doing some stuff right now, but like, you're not going to disappear, you're just going to return to your true original guy, Sora. Like, don't worry about it, you'll still be there within him, and we'll eventually be together. So she was, you know, trying to prepare him for his fate in a better way than Diz, because Diz just does not care. He'll tell you the most brutal way. He'll tell you you have no rights, you have nothing, you're not even supposed to exist, you know. Like, I'm glad that Namine was there at least, because it would have been a whole lot worse if it was just Diz. Next we got Kingly Red, and he says her and Sora talking in the final world, where she says it's Roxas they miss, not me, and Sora reassures her that everyone wants her around too. And so yeah, Namine actually had a couple scenes in Kingdom Hearts 3. Some are missable if you didn't talk to all the stars, but yeah, everyone, you know, people like Axel and, well, Xion wasn't there yet, but people like Axel want Roxas back, Sora wants Roxas back, Hainer Pentolet wants Roxas back, but unfortunately Namine didn't really make much friends back in her time of being alive, because she was at the beginning just being controlled by the people at Castle Oblivion. I'll get into, you know, the one friend she almost made later, but you know, people like Kairi and Sora do want Namine to come back, and Sora wants to thank Namine, you know, not inside the final world, but like in the regular world. He wants to thank her and follow up on that promise, maybe become her friend. And of course there's also Repliku who wants Namine back, so there's that. There's at least 3 people that want her back, so it's like there's more people that want her back than she knows. I don't know how, you know, what else they're gonna do in, you know, the next Kingdom Hearts games, but it would be nice to see her interacting with people more and having friends and all of that. Next we got Zachary Dane 4, and he says, I want to say either her brief appearance during the prologue during the whole 7 Wonders thing, or her final appearance at the end of 3. The first I simply liked because it's interesting how little of the mansion was there, and second because it made me happy to know that she finally got her own happy ending, body and all. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, even though she wasn't in it a ton, she was really good in that. People were talking about, there's like rumors of this girl who's standing in there, even though it's been abandoned for years, and you see her standing there. And as you go into the mansion, that's when you get the conversations between her and Roxas, which are pretty good. And yeah, we didn't get to see every single room of the mansion. I believe, if I remember correctly, some of the rooms were blocked off by debris and stuff like that. But yeah, the mansion's kind of interesting. I wonder if there's ever going to be anything more to that, or if it's just going to be kind of a mystery, or just kind of, you know, left up to our own interpretation. But at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, she got to be on the beach with everyone. She got to, well, first escorted by Riku himself, which is, you know, awesome, and then she got to be on the beach hanging out with everyone. I believe she was hanging out with Xion, maybe? It was one of the girls, but they were like collecting seashells or something, so it was nice to have her hang out. And considering the fact that Xion is back now, she did talk to Xion in Days as well, so it was nice that she has even more friends waiting for her than she knew, as I said earlier. And yeah, she finally got to have friends and not be used by someone for once, so that's great. And yeah, as I said, I hope that she gets to do more stuff. And so that's all of our Twitter responses. Next we go over to YouTube, which has a couple more. And first one we got is Malia Spoto. I love when she talks to Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 2, trying to reassure him that he won't disappear when he joins Sora. And yes, I already spoke about that, trying to prepare Roxas. Roxas just has, especially now that he's in the data world, he has no idea what's going on. He doesn't even have at least his day's knowledge of how things work in Kingdom Hearts, but it's great that Namine was there for Roxas. Next one we got is from Hillary Slack, and they say, oh, this is actually really hard. Namine is my favorite female character in Kingdom Hearts, though Xion is quite far up there. I think my favorite scene has to be when Namine decides for herself that she will not do what Marluxia is telling her. She will not erase Sora's heart, no matter what. This is maybe her first true act against her abuser, proving that she has the power within herself to overcome what she has gone through in what must be less than a month of being alive. It is this standing up for herself that is truly the first sign that she can become her own person and not just fade out into existence. However, there are a lot of scenes that I really like. So yeah, I'm glad someone brought up Chain of Memories, because we were only getting like Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. Chain of Memories was her debut game, and she had, some really good scenes. So she started out in a pretty vulnerable state, literally just being used to mess with Sora's memories, and Sora, Donald, and Goofy's memories. Eventually, she does stand up for herself, and she's like, "Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't really know Sora, but like, I'm not gonna go destroy this guy's heart just because you guys tell me to do so." Literally, yeah, first act against her abuser, because yeah, literally, she was just a slave to this section of the organization. So it was pretty bad in her situation. But yeah, empowering scene for Namine, so that's great. Next, we got Iglis Flame YT, and he says, "I really like the scene in the credits of KH3 when she wakes up and meets Riku again, as well as the scene where Namine and Xion are hanging out together with everybody on Destiny Island. I also really enjoyed the scene where she talks to Sora in the Station Awakening in the Remind DLC. Yeah, Namine was able to wake up in her own body, get escorted by Riku, and hanging out with everyone else in Destiny Islands, and it was a pretty cool time. She was hanging out with Xion, because, they know each other, so it was like, hey, let's go hang out and collect some shells or something. Her and Sora in the Station of Awakening and Remind was pretty cool. She was out here, like, they were both trying to figure out what's going on. She's like, yo, I'm trying to reach out to Terra, but this guy's, like, rage is absolutely insane, and, interesting to have her and Terra interacting and things like that, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Next, Onimax Blade says, "It breaks my heart every single time when you get to the cutscene after the Marluxia fight, and she gives the ultimatum to Sora. Choose to keep the memories of me and the castle, or choose your old memories," and things like that. And Sora says, "Make me how I was." And then Namine just absolutely knocks out of the park voice acting wise, and the animators do such an excellent job of conveying the hurt in her voice, hurt, and the desire to have someone, let alone someone as great as Sora, care about her. And I won't say much about that scene, I won't go into it yet, but yeah, honestly, great scene. Honestly, Chain of Memories, the writing in that game is so good. Like, for anyone who like just cannot play it, I absolutely urge you to watch the cutscenes at the very least, because the writing in that game is actually really good. So much good, like really good character moments. If you're really into the characters, you have to see Chain of Memories. It's really good. Next, we got Lisa Lemmings with the list again, and we got Sora making Namine happy when she said sorry, standing up to Marluxia. Namine and Xion's Days cutscene, Namine and Roxas Cage 2, Namine saves Kairi, Namine, Sora, and Mickey in a Recoded, Namine and Sora in the final world of Cage. You know what? Yeah. Forgot, yeah, she's in Recoded. Anyway, Namine and Sora in the final world of Cage 3. I love that scene because Sora makes her see that she's missed and makes her smile. And Namine is so strong, she tried to help Terra. Yeah, a lot of good scenes. Actually, mainly the one I want to talk about, because no one really talks about this scene, is the one in Recoded, where Data Namine is basically telling Data, Sora, and Mickey, like, everything that happened in Castle Living, what she did, and all the memories she found in different people. Basically, all the people that Sora's going to have to save in things like Dream Drop Distance at KH3. Namine kind of got a thank you. I like that Data Sora was able to thank Namine, and she kind of like, as she was fading away, smiled because, she finally got to, finish up that promise that she made to Sora. Alright, next we got Ribbonfly, and they say, "She's always so sad, so I like the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 where she and Xion interact at the beach party." Again, yeah, like I need to see them interacting and hanging out more. That goes for all the characters, honestly. Let's have them hang out a bit more, bro. Give us a whole beach episode. Let us not just have it in a montage. I need to see them hanging out. Anyway, maybe they could have like a flashback or something in KH4. I don't know. Next, we got Roxas 13 Productions, and they say, "Okay, Namine waking up in KH3 and her on the beach with Xion was already said, so how about this? Other than her kinda cool moment in Chain of Memories standing up to Marluxia in Castle Oblivion, she also helps Kairi escape a jail in the castle that never was in KH2. Even better, while making a run for it, Sais cuts them off. Then Kairi and Namine, though they probably can't fight, was like, nah, square it up to that man, bro." Got me wilded, yo. They were finna put their hands on him. Yeah, no, they were about it. Yeah, they're probably gonna. Honestly, it's two of them. They could just jump him, honestly. What's Sais gonna do? They don't need the Keyblade. They have a better weapon. Their hands. Okay, so that's the thing about Kairi and Namine. Of course, Kairi at this point, now never mind at this point, Kairi's always been that kind of character. She would fight. Like, she's not just like gonna stand there and wait for someone to save her. She's the type of character that would fight. And Namine at this point has gone through stuff. She's not as like defenseless as she was in the first game that she appeared in. Now she stands up to anyone who's against her, and I mean, who knows, maybe they really would have fought. Luckily Riku came in, but who knows what would have happened. You know, it might have been a massacre, you know, in terms of Sayax getting destroyed. But yeah, great choice, actually. Thank you for that. Now it's down to mine, and so there's a reason that I didn't want to get into Oni's scene, and that's because that's also my favorite scene for Namine. I know it's not an empowering scene, but it's just a really well written, well acted scene, well animated scene, and it just hits really hard. Even after me, like, first time I saw that scene, I went through the entire Cage series already besides that, and that hit hard, even though I knew that, like, obviously they don't become friends. I knew it was gonna happen, but that scene still hit hard because she was like kind of disappointed, you know. She knows that Sora's probably gonna wish for his own memories back, but like she's kind of, you know, she's kind of hoping slightly that maybe in the tiny chance that he will say, you know what, no, I'll stay with you and my memories with you and all that. You could tell she was hoping for that, but obviously that wouldn't be right. She knows that wouldn't be right. This is a good scene for Sora as well. This is a tough choice to make because he is like actually like absolute top tier 3 Twitch sub simp for Namine right now. But he knows that that's not his real memories, and it's a good choice that he's like, you know what, I'm gonna do what's right and get my real memories back. I'm gonna make me who I really am. And that was, you know, that was a great scene. I really liked it. And Namine, yeah, like her actress just sounded so hurt. She's like, oh, okay, like her words are like, okay, yeah, anyone would want that. But the way she says it, obviously she's very not like disappointed in terms of like Sora made a bad choice, but like, yeah, she was kind of hoping that maybe that Sora would, you know, stay with her. So that has been the One Heartfelt Moment for Namine. If you're not in the video, let me know what your favorite scene is, and stay tuned for whoever the next character is going to be. I don't actually know, but I'll figure it out. So keep an eye out for my community posts. Leave a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed and haven't already liked the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.